Yo, world, what's going on? Welcome to another interview. I am your host, AD, the RPA guy, and today I have my guy, RJ, who's been in the program now. Has it been 2 months, 3 months?
About it going on three.
Going on 3 months,
Yep.
and very, very interesting start to the program. And so, he's not graduated yet. He's not employed as an RPA developer yet, but at the rate that this guy's going, I have no doubt that he is. And so, I just like bringing you guys these interviews so you can like see that like I'm working with real people who don't have tech backgrounds, and whatever they're all saying that coincides with each other. If three, four, five, six different people who all have no tech background get started in RPA University, and they're all saying the same things, we must be doing something right over here. So, let's just jump in, bro. So let's start from the beginning, right? What was well, first off, tell the people what kind of work does RJ do currently?
Currently I am a blue collar welder. I've been welding for going on around 6 years now. So that is
Okay.
what I do.
And how old are you?
I am 22 years old.
Okay. And so what what was making you look at getting into tech? Like what spurred all that?
When I was younger, I was always interested in technology. I always liked video games. So when I was younger, I always wanted to be a video game developer. Uh,
Hmm.
that was that was always my thing. That's always one of the things that I always liked, but also like work on my hands. So later down the line, that kind of slipped, and I started working on my hands more. And I was like, oh shoot, $100,000 welding. I was like, shoot, I can do that. Then I started doing that, and I was like, working, beat my body down. I was like, yeah, I got to start thinking a little bit smarter with this. So I was like,
Hmm.
let me see if I can get back into it. And then I started looking at all the requirements. Like, dang, I don't think I want to go to school because I didn't have to go to school for this. So now I gotta, so one of my buddies, they sent me one of your ads on Instagram, and I looked into it. I looked at, what all it was, you know, studied you a little bit, and he was like, "Oh, you don't even have to need a degree, self-taught, boot camp thing." And honestly, something just told me jump for it. I, I just jumped, and definitely one of the best choices I made this year thus far.
You know what's funny, bro? I remember you hit me on Instagram and you responded to an ad. And he
Yeah.
was like, I know this is gonna be a sales call. It's like, bro, you responded to an ad. What the fuck do you think is gonna That was hilarious. Okay. So what was it that made you feel like you needed a change and you needed to make you said you were beating your body down. So I guess you already answered that. So I'm gonna move to the next one. So what was your first reaction when you first heard about RPA University? Like, were you immediately sold? Did you have some reservations?
I never heard of RPA at all,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm all about systems and seeing how things work, and that's naturally how my brain works. I got to see how it works full circle for me to understand the process. So when you kind of explain what it was and you simplify, exactly what the course is, it's pretty straightforward, simple, and why you do the things you do, like, doing the 3 star bot, then you're going to record it. So then people will be like, oh, yeah, I mean, I have proof of me actually doing whatever the work it is. I mean, everything you said, it was like, okay, you know, it all makes sense before I didn't really have to do too much research. Obviously, I
Mm-hmm.
did. So when I go back and I look at it, and I'm like, okay, first thing I looked at was, okay, he's saying they're making $100,000. Okay, so what's the average? Average was starting around 80. I was like, okay, so we in a pretty decent money game, So
Mm-hmm.
I'm just breaking all of it down. Everything you're saying, I'm back fact checking. I'm reading. I'm seeing, okay, what's the longevity? Is this like something I'm gonna have to job hop all the time, or everything that kind of all my concerns. So just looking into that.
Got it. So it sounds like you watch a lot of YouTube and Instagram content. And as I was saying the stuff I was saying, you were taking
I
it
just
upon
want
yourself to go do your own research. Bro,
exactly
kudos to you because I can't stand when people hit me, they ask me questions that they can find on Google. It's like, bro, that
right,
tells me you're not diligent, you're not resourceful. That tells me even if we were to do business, you're the kind of person that like I'm gonna have to give you all the answers. You're not gonna be willing to look up anything yourself. And that's what you really need to stay
yes,
employed in tech.
yes,
You need to be resourceful. You need to go
yeah,
from I have no idea what this is to
so
let me get on Google and figure out something.
right.
Right. So then you decide to take the plunge and enroll in RPA University, right? What was it
Correct.
that pushed you over the edge? Was there like a specific moment that made you say, "Yeah, this is it. This is for me."
I think I think at that time I knew that certain opportunities don't come twice. There's always been things that you go back and you think you're like, dang, maybe what if? I vouch on not when on my deathbed, I don't have what ifs. I didn't have
Mm-hmm.
the money at the time. I got the money, like you said, being resourceful and stuff like that. So it was one of those things
Mm-hmm.
like, shoot, my back is against the wall, but something about that clicks for me. When I'm my back against the wall, I got to figure it out. I jump immediately. I'm not the type to just, sit there. Analysis paralysis, I'm trying to get out of that. So it's
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that where your back's against the wall, the odds against you, that kind of that fuels me is like, yeah, I gotta get it now. Or I gotta do this now. Just because the odds are against me, I have to do it now. I don't like being boxed in. I don't
Mm-hmm.
necessarily like having a boss, even though you have a boss, but just the
Mm-hmm.
way I'm wired later down the line, obviously, but it's I don't like being framed in. I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
I'm loose. I like to do my thing. So
Yeah.
just having the chips, it's like, yeah, it don't even make sense to make this call, and you still do it, and then it comes out, you're like, damn, this was the best decision I have. That's probably the greatest feeling
Mm-hmm.
you can
I
have.
agree.
And I
Yeah.
also watched your video with Bishop, and he had a similar situation that I was in, and that kind of sealed it. Like, if he can do it, all the stuff he was going through, shoot, he was probably in a tighter spot than I was, and you know what I'm saying, and it worked
Mm-hmm.
out for him. So I was like, you know what? That video probably was the reason why I was like, yeah, let me go ahead and make this work. Make this,
Yeah.
what I'm
I
saying.
like it. I like it. Shout out to Bishop. So then, how would you describe your tech skill set before starting the program? Like, did you have any experience with
I mean,
coding or RPA or anything, or was all of it new to you?
uh, I probably scraped the surface. I had like a commanding class or something like that where like when I was in high school or something, I had a class and we like told the dog to go up, left. I mean, it was something simple. Web development. I made a website before. Like, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
but other than that, I mean, I scraped the surface. It was very, very basic, not very much,
So relatively,
relatively
you
new.
had touched a few things, but you didn't feel like a tech wizard or anything like that.
Not at
Okay.
all. I
Okay.
know how to use a computer. That's about it.
Okay. So then, how has I'm gonna change the question. I keep telling people RPA is the simplest tech skill that there is in terms of trying to learn something to make six figures in tech. How was your experience learning RPA been so far?
Learning it so far is very straightforward. It's okay. Oh, I need to get this text. Okay, well, let me type in the search bar, get this. And it's like, I'm gonna find something and let's try
Mm-hmm.
it and use it. It's some, like once you know what you're doing, I mean, you can pretty much command it to do whatever. You know what I'm saying? As long as
Mm-hmm.
you're in the right syntax. And like I said, you taught me all that. Like syntax is like, guidelines or whatever
Mm-hmm.
process you're using, this is the rules of how I go. If it's not in these rules, you can't read it. So it's learning how I learn is like I gotta learn the fundamentals. So I learned
Yep.
you gave me the what's the words? You gave me the words and the definitions. So I
Mm-hmm.
understood it from the base. So when we're talking, okay, this is this. So once you start saying, oh yeah, this is not right because this is out of order or this is this, I know exactly what you're saying. I can speak the
Mm-hmm.
language, I understand what's going on.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's how I am. I don't like being not in the know because anything you say anything, if I can't look it up real quick and find it, I'm gonna ask, hey, what is that? Or what does that
Mm-hmm.
mean? That's just me.
I love it. Love it. So it sounds like as long as you understand the fundamentals, you feel comfortable with figuring everything else out as you go.
As I go, correct.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. So now that you've gone through your first major milestone, which is RPA Tech Skills Part 1. You're currently on your 3-star bot or your 4-star bot right now.
I'm on my 3-star right
Okay.
now.
So you finished all the basics, right?
Correct.
Um Now that you're past the first milestone, what's the one thing that you've learned that like surprised you?
I had a lot more patience than I thought. And I've been working on that for like the past year before even this.
Yeah.
So I had a lot more patience than I thought. I've matured a lot. This is just personal growth before I even got
Yeah.
to the program.
Mm-hmm.
This has humbled me and showed me like, okay, I'm doing a lot better than I would have because The old me would have crashed out
Mm.
like, yo, this not working. You know what I'm saying? Hey, bump it. I'm about to do something else. You know what I'm saying? And there was times I was like, shoot, screw the little 10. I'm about to, I'm about to figure something out. And it's one of those things where it's like, no, stay focused, keep at it. You know, just keep at it, stay focused, keep at it, keep at it. So yeah, I mean, shoot, yeah, it definitely taught me that I have a lot more patience than I thought. So
Okay. Okay. So it sounds like this has been an exercise in patience for you.
yes.
Okay. Okay. So then what's been your favorite part of the program so far? Was there a specific lesson or a project or an aha moment? Like what's made RJ the most excited?
I think the special guest calls,
Mm,
those keep the fire alive. Having those calls like, yeah, let me go a little bit harder. Let me go a little bit harder. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those things where when you keep seeing success in your face, you can't ignore it. It's like, you know what I'm saying? If you look at, like you said, if you look at your dreams and talk about it all the time, it's always in your head, it's always in your mind, you always stay somewhat motivated. Obviously, motivation runs out, but
hmm
when you had that little spark, like, man, I'm right there, you know what I'm saying? I'm not too far off. If he can do it, I can do it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, my story might be a little bit different, like, but not living with that what if, like just keep trucking. It's not gonna
hmm
be easy. I mean, anything worth having that money, obviously you're gonna have to go through some, you're gonna have to go, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to go through a process. So just keep trucking through it, even when it's hard. Just keep trucking through it.
Got it. So speaking of something being hard, being difficult, feeling stuck, was there ever a moment where you felt stuck or overwhelmed and like how did you overcome it?
Yeah, it's definitely because, like I said, I'm fairly new with this and learning it in the lingo and everything like that. At first, it was very very overwhelming, but it's just one of those things like make a Quizlet. I think you see, I'm joined to one of your other programs, the King's
Mm-hmm.
Corner, and
Mm-hmm.
I read those things every day before I even start my day because
Mm-hmm.
break stuff down and you just make you think different. So you just I think the best thing is like over what was it, anxiety or something like anything in regards to just being overwhelmed. What is it? What's the problem? Write down some solutions and then immediately act on it. When you act
Mm-hmm.
on it, all that stuff eases away because you're too focused on actually trying to focus on what it is. It's like, dang, like, oh man, I'm not trying to go to the gym, but hey, here I am walking out the car. Here I am walking into the gym. Oh, well, I'm here. I'm just gonna do some cardio. You know what? Now let me just go ahead and lift this weight. Okay, now I'm doing a whole, you know what I'm saying? But it all
Mm-hmm.
started with just starting. So I just keep that in mind.
Mm-hmm.
Like just start. Or
Yeah,
just start. Just start. Honestly, just start.
I
And
like it. I like it. So what the people may not know about you though is like you've done some things. Like you've made money. You're not a stranger to investing in yourself, right?
oh no.
And I think that's why me and you mesh so well because to me self-love is self-investment. If you are willing to spend money on someone else's course because you believe that you're the kind of guy who's capable of pulling it off, that's you're spending money with him, but you're really investing in you. You're paying to
Taking
get
a bet on
access to
yourself.
knowledge so that you
Correct.
don't have to spin your wheels trying to learn it yourself, right?
I'm
So
all about time.
that being said, how would you say RPA University compares to other programs and courses and things that you've bought in the past?
The things I bought in the past, I didn't really feel like it was personalized. I didn't feel like I didn't have access to the people that actually knew what was going on like I do here. With I'm a text away from like, hey, yo, I got this problem. Okay, within an hour or so, hey, yeah, shoot me a video of what's going on, and then we're going back and forth, and figuring out this problem. Or if you can't get to it, you got somebody else. Hey, hit this person up, and everybody, we're all kind of cool with each other. Like it's more so like a family trying to get to a certain goal than it is any other thing else I've had. Because any other course, there's five. I mean, you're gonna get there, but there's 5,000 people in here. You got 10 different coaches for this, is that, and the third. Everybody it's so much, and then there's so much game with it. Like you never know what you're getting into.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're giving a lump sum of money, you're just really hoping for the best. And I've given lump sums of money, and I'm just like, yo, I just got. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like I'm within a week, I know I got. Like, ain't no way. You know what I'm saying? You
Mm-hmm.
gotta make the best of it. But here I felt like, okay, it's all organized. When you have a situation going on, you can join the calls, and there's plethora, there's many people in the calls that, oh yeah, yeah, bro, I got you. Hit this, or let me see your screen. Oh, okay, this is that, and we're all working through it together. And then not only that, but you're bringing people, not only people that already have success with from your teachings, but other people who that you're connecting with that's giving their knowledge and giving, small game. So when you get to wherever point where you're starting to apply, hey, this small trick might get you the job. Have this screen while you're doing the interview, just small stuff like that that just keeps bringing value as far as
Mm-hmm.
just breaking in. Because I've been told from my buddies that's in there, once you break in, shoot, you're good. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Once you get that experience, you're good. So it's like, bro, I just got to get in there. I just got to get in. That's it. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
That's crazy.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's true. So has RPA University changed the way that you view how successful you're going to be in your tech career, or how do you feel? Has it changed how you feel about your future now that you're involved?
I feel like I have way more options. Like
Mm-hmm.
I go to work and I don't even trip. They have all this. It's like, bro, I know my day is numbered anyway. Like I had that in the back of my mind. Like it don't matter what the hell go on. I know for a fact my days are numbered. So
Mm-hmm.
whatever the world you got going on, that's cool. I'm gonna walk it off with a smile on my face, knowing that hey, at some point I'm gonna be in AC every single day. I ain't gotta worry about sweating for my money. And hey, I'm telling you, once I'm on, I'm on
Yeah,
running laps around them. I'm telling you, it once I'm in, it's over. It's over. That's it. That's why I just keep telling myself, and every day, that's it. One day closer. That's it.
I
One day.
love it. I love it, man. I love it. Keep that enthusiasm, man. Take that energy into interviews. Like that's it. Like
Oh
I'm
yeah.
on interviews and I'm talking like I know who I am. I know the value that I can bring to a company, and it's only a matter of time before someone picks me up. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. I don't expect to be a free agent very long.
Right.
Like that's how you talk on interviews
Right.
with that level of certainty, man. So then, what would you say is the most rewarding part of what you've accomplished so far? And are there any milestones that you feel particularly proud of?
Milestones. I think. I think just understanding how the robot comprehends what you put in there,
Mm-hmm.
and knowing that if something's messed up, it's me, not the robot, because robot's doing
Yes.
exactly what I'm saying.
Thank you.
But
Thank you.
once I got that, I was like, okay, I don't even say, man, what's wrong with this bot? Nah, I did something wrong. Let me figure out
Yes.
what I did. So let me let that.
You learn
So
syntax and you learn to take accountability for when the
exactly
syntax is not correct.
correct. So that alone, I mean, that's the biggest thing, because obviously, if it ain't that, then it's what you put in. If it ain't the syntax error, it's not gonna run. So if
Mm-hmm.
it's running, it ain't running how you want, then hey, something's out of whack. So
Mm-hmm.
is that simple? Is one of the two.
Very simple. And sometimes people get so caught up in their ego, like I'm doing everything right, the bot's not working. It's like, no, bro, you built
And
it. Like,
I said that I was like, bro, I did exactly what you did in the video, and that was not the case. I was like, oh, I forgot to click that, so I didn't do exactly what I
mm-hmm.
the video said. I was like, well, I don't know how I missed that, but I did.
Yeah, that's just part of it. And being able to humble. That's what it is. This shit will humble you. It will
Yes.
humble you. You will think
You know what?
I
I
know
thought
what
I
I'm
clicked
doing. I
that
got
too.
it. No,
Right.
no,
You
you don't. And that's
know.
what learning is, right? And the more of those experiences you have, the better you become.
Yeah.
Even though no one wants to be stuck, no one wants to get frustrated. The more you get
Right.
stuck, the more you get frustrated, the better you become.
Correct.
Okay, so last question, man. So you're out of RPA tech skills part one into the second one. Um, and it sounds like you feel excited, you feel hopeful, like you know what your future is gonna look like. I'm curious though, like if you were speaking to an older version of, I'm sorry, a younger version of you, like 2, 3 months, 4, 5, 6 months ago, or someone who was in your shoes, right? Back
Mm-hmm.
is against the wall. They need to do something. They're trying to figure out who they should trust, and they're looking at RPA University, right? But they're hesitant, right? For all the same reasons you were.
Right.
What advice would you give that person?
If you got that bug in your ear that's saying just try it, go for it. Because don't live with what if. If you live with what if, the funny thing is most people that don't jump on any certain type of, uh training or something like that, is because either they haven't done their research, They have even jumped at least to have a conversation. It's like I said, just start. Just see where it goes. I just started with a conversation. Like I didn't even think you would reply to the text. I was like, I'm just gonna throw something like, oh, I know this is a sales pitch, like, and the first thing you did was laugh. I'm like, okay, so it's not about, okay, cool. So it's just stuff like that, like it would kick it off. You know what I'm saying? It's just start. Just have a conversation. Just have a
Mm-hmm.
conversation. One thing I can tell about you that you're real genuine just off our first talk, that you passionate about what you're doing. You're passionate about where you're going. You're very direct about what you're doing. You don't mind sharing your wins and successes. And there's not a lot of people like that. People will take your personality for arrogance or, oh, this guy is this. I love it. I think it's hilarious. Like just the energy it makes is contagious. And there's not a
Mm-hmm.
lot of people like that. I work with a lot of sorry people. I love them to death, but some of them just sorry, and some of them just sad, bro. But
Yeah.
it's one of they don't have that. Like you can create, like you say, you can one of your things where you can create the life you want. Sit down, write it down. You can create the life you want. If what this program can offer you, the life that you want, you telling me it ain't worth taking a shot? The money gonna come. The money gonna come back. I ain't worried
Mm-hmm.
about that. It's not the first. My thought process, shit, it ain't the first time I got burnt. Fuck it. Let's see what's out. Throw it out there.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily, you know what I'm saying, I had some help this go around, but it was like, shoot, let's see, you know what I'm saying? Let's see what happens. You never know. There's sometimes like I'm a wrestler. We both wrestlers.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you just take that shot, like, I don't know if I'm gonna hit this, but I'm gonna try it. And then boom, you score.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I might score. But
Mm-hmm.
once you kind of get in, he's like, oh no, this is all me. Once nah, I'm winning this. I just got to put in the work.
Mm-hmm.
So with just knowing that comes comfort. Like I put in the work, I get the results. It's not one of those things like, oh, please, for the love of God, please buy my product. That's hope. That was for me. That's what that was. You know what I'm saying? With the last situation, that's what that was. This is, oh, I'm gonna put the work in, meaning I know that I'm gonna get these results. Now the time frame, I don't know, but if I keep it
Mm-hmm.
putting the work, I will get a reward.
Yep.
That's more that's you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah. I love
yeah,
it, bro. Well,
you
y'all
on
heard it
edge,
first. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. I didn't cut you off. Go ahead.
if you're on edge, he has payment plans. He has all types of different stuff that he'll work with you. He will work with you. He'll help you out. He has all types of different types of uh plans that you could sign up for. But get in here, man. It's a great community. We have fun. We laugh. We talk about our wins. I
I
mean, it's
laugh at y'all a lot. I do laugh at y'all
yeah,
a lot.
I mean, shoot, it's probably sometimes it's the best part of my day. I have a rough day. I come on here. First thing we doing is laughing. Like, you know what? That just broke the ice. Like, I needed that. So
Yeah.
it's really a good community. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely a good community. AD's doing a great job with what he's doing. He's very, very passionate about what he does, and just making it better and giving more value every week. So props to you, brother, for sure.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Well, y'all heard it here, man. This is RJ. We're gonna check back in as he progresses through the course. I can't wait for you to get to the interview stage, bro.
I
That's gonna
know
be
it's
great.
gonna be
That's gonna
lit.
be fun. That's gonna be fun. I don't think you're
I
gonna
ain't
have
lying.
the same challenge most people have. Like as
No,
long as you continue to have that confidence, and I think you said something a moment ago, like arrogance. I'm rather arrogant. I'll take that. The definition.
I love people that's like that because it's so
Yeah.
funny because you get around people that are like, and he's like, why don't you not think about yourself like that? How do you think about yourself? I don't get it. I
Yeah.
genuinely don't get it. I was like, how do you feel about yourself? You don't want to be able to say these things about yourself? You don't want to, I think it sells. This is who I am. I
Yeah.
don't, I
Yeah.
don't, I don't, I don't get it. I genuinely don't
I
get it.
think it's
I,
because they focus on humility. It's like you're supposed to have a lower importance of yourself. You're not supposed to brag. You're not supposed to.
that's what they teach. That's what they teach
Yeah.
growing up.
Yeah.
Words, they teach all that trash coming up.
Yeah.
And honestly, it's the opposite. That's a whole nother talk
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
But that
Yeah.
that that just that in a nutshell, they teach a whole bunch of stuff coming up. Oh, be humble, this, and that, the third. But I'm gonna tell you that ain't gonna work. You know what I'm saying? When it's you versus the next man, he's like, hey, I know these results. Here you go. It's up to you. Balls in your court. Or you take that person, oh well, may the best man win. If he gets the job, that's great. What? No. If you give him the job hey, don't come blow my phone up because I already told you what it was off rip. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
you make that
Yeah.
call.
Hey, bro,
I'm
they're not
taking my
used to
money with the guy
they're
that
not
just
used
said
to hearing
that.
lions talk, bro. They're not
Uh,
understand what you're saying.
uh,
Sheeps don't understand when lions talk. They will never understand it. I hope
I do.
your coworkers don't see this.
Huh?
I hope your
Oh,
coworkers
hey,
don't see this. You say they sorry.
I'm an oddball. I stay quiet. I stay quiet, man, because the way when I start talking, when you get around people that understand,
Yeah,
it's a whole different type of fun.
yeah,
But when you get with people that they ain't there yet, I try to give them a little nuggets here and there. You know what I'm saying? We'll talk, but if you ain't there yet, you just ain't there yet, and that's fine. You know, because I wasn't there at that one point. But when you get in that room with all that energy,
mm-hmm,
it's something. It's surreal. It's like, man,
yeah,
I know I'm about to make something happen.
yeah,
It's all about putting yourself around that right energy that to get
absolutely.
you going. It makes it fun. It definitely
Hey,
does.
bro, we got to cut the interview. You giving them too much game. They got to
Hey, I'm
join
giving
RPA
too much time,
University
man.
so they can experience it. And if
Hey,
they're not gonna do nothing, they're not gonna do nothing. You know what I'm saying?
I
That's it.
I gave y'all everything, man. This is the best
Abs-
interview you got for sure.
yeah,
Right
yes,
here.
sir. Yes, sir. All
I
right, bro.
got
We're finna end this here. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Click the link below if you want to enroll in RPA University. At the time of this video, enrollment is closed. So at this moment, you got to join the wait list.
you.
When we do open up, someone on my team will contact you. Till next time, this has been your guy, AD the RPA guy, signing off.
Peace.